Yo, what's good guys? Today I'll be showing you how to download and set up TikTok Studio and how to get it to look like this. So first you're going to want to go to your browser and then type in TikTok Studio. Okay, then you're going to click the first link that says Download Live Studio TikTok. Once you're on their main page, you're going to click Free Download for Windows. Then once you click it, it's going to download to your file and then you're going to open it once it's done. So now it is done. Now I'm going to click open file. Then it's going to take me to my folder. You're going to have to click yes, accept. Then you're going to click install, let it download. Once it's done downloading, you're going to click here on finish and you're going to make sure that Run TikTok Live Studio is ticked. And now you're going to log in. Once you're in this tab, you're going to select the microphone which you talk through. So for me, it will be the JBL Quantum Stream because that's the microphone that I'm going to use. So for you, it should show your headset microphone or whatever microphones you have plugged into your PC. So I'm going to select this. Then you're going to have an option of a camera to select. This is whether you have a camera or not. So I do have a camera, but I don't have it plugged in at the moment. So I'm not going to be selecting that. Then you're going to click next. Now the TikTok Studio will calculate your network performance and your hardware performance. And now you can see it gives you preset settings, but I'm going to rather make my own. So you're going to click on yeah, okay. Okay, so the settings I'm going to go with, this all depends on how good your hardware is. But if you have anything from a medium to a high range PC, then you can copy the same settings as me. So I'm going to go for video quality because I'm going to be streaming Fortnite on TikTok. You don't actually need 1080p to be honest. You could do 720/60, it's not a big difference. But if you want to save in performance, do 720/60. But if you want your quality to be really good, then do 1080/60. But I'm going to go 720/60. Then you're going to change the FPS to 60. If you stream lower than 60, it doesn't look good. So I recommend using streaming in 60 FPS. Then turn off enhance so you can apply the setting. So now for video bitrate, this depends on your Wi-Fi speed. I'd say if you have anything above a 10 megabytes per second line, you can stream at least 4000 bits rate, video bitrate. But if you have a very good Wi-Fi, like anything above 50 megs a second, then I'd say streaming 5000 to 6000. So I'm going to select 6000 video bitrate. As you can see, it says my video settings are too high, but the thing is I've streamed on these settings before and I don't have any freezing or delays. Then what's next is the audio bitrate. Audio bitrate you're going to keep the same. Encoder, this all is dependent on your graphics card. So I've got a RX 6700 XT, but for most graphics card, H264 is better because it uses less of your graphics card and it lets your stream run smoother and not giving you so much lag. So I would recommend this setting right here. Then for stream latency and codec compatibility mode, you are going to just leave those settings as it is, and then you're going to click next. Now it's going to show you a bunch of settings for scenes, but this we can just leave. I'd say stream in portrait mode since we're streaming on TikTok. I prefer portrait mode, and this is the mode I'm going to be showing you how to set up. So you're going to click portrait. Then it's going to give you these themes, but we're not going to use that. So you're just going to leave it and click finish. Okay, so now we're on the welcome to TikTok Live Studio. You're just going to click start. Now it's going to give you all these sorts of settings and stuff. So you're just going to close, quit. And now we're going to delete everything. We're going to delete all of this because we don't need it. Okay, so for this next part, we're going to launch up Fortnite. So just launch up your Fortnite just so you can have a idea of where you're going to crop your displays. Okay, so once you're in Fortnite, now just load into any map that you want to. I'm currently in my 1v1 map, just so you can see your health bar and your loot loadouts, your FPS and everything else. Okay, so now you're going to go back to your TikTok Studio. Hopefully it's already open. You're going to go to your ad source. You're going to click display capture. You're going to click on add. So this one we're going to do our main display. So I've got two displays, but it's this one here. So usually if you have one display, just click display one, but it doesn't really matter as long as it's your main display. You're going to click add source. And now you're going to see your screen is right over here. So now you just adjust it to how you want it. So I'm just going to do a little preview just so like this. That's how I'm going to make it. So that's how it looks right there. Look on the stream. You can see this is how it's going to look. But yeah, so that's my display one. And once you have this display here, go to the lock here and make sure to lock it just so you can't drag it by mistake anywhere. And now we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go to add source. You're going to go to display capture, click add. Make sure it's the right monitor, add source. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do the overlay for your weapon loadout. So to do this, you're going to want to resize your display and make it to like a size that is big enough that you can see and crop properly. So I will show you now. Okay, so this is my whole display cropped. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click, you're going to click crop. Now what you're going to do is you're going to drag it all the way down until you get to your weapon loadout. Just make sure when you click, don't click on the outside of the lines, otherwise it's going to reset the cropping every time. So make sure to click on the line and keep minimizing like this as I'm doing. Okay, so now to this part, you do this to your preference, but I like to leave the pickaxe out of it, so I'm going to minimize until the shotgun. So then I'm just showing these 5 weapons and I'm not showing my pickaxe, because in my opinion it looks a little bit neater. So to confirm, you're going to click away from the screen. There, I clicked away, and now you've got your overlay. So you're going to now minimize this to what you want it to look like, how big you want it, and then you can automatically like lock it here somewhere. Yep, there you go. Now what you do is you just lock it on the left of the screen over here. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing again. You're going to go to add source, display capture, add source, and now you're going to make it big as how big you want it until you can crop the size of the health bar as much as you want. You're going to right click and click crop and do as you did earlier. Okay, so now mine is cropped to where I like it. I like to keep space around it just so it matches the same crop ratio as my weapon loadout. So now what you're going to do is you're going to click away so it confirms. And now you're going to minimize it to where you'd want it. So a lot of the times it's actually difficult to get it to perfectly where you want it. As you can see, there's like a little bit of a gap in between each thing. But yeah, it's just, you're just going to have to do adjusting until it locks, basically, until you can get it to the same size as the weapons and everything. So now what you're going to do, once it's in a spot, you're going to go to the top here and you're going to lock it. So now we are going to do the same thing for our ping. So we're going to go to add source, display capture, add source, and now you're going to do the same thing as you did earlier, make it big until you can see it properly and crop it properly. Okay, so now I've cropped it to where I'd like it. So now what you do is you click away from the screen, then it saves, and then I'm going to put it right here on the top right, minimize it to where you want it. I'm going to put it about there just so that it lines up with my screen there. Then you're going to go to here and you're going to lock it. Okay, so now if you want to do the same thing for your FPS, you're going to go to add source, display capture, add, and add source. Okay, so now I got my FPS cropped to where I'd like it. Click away and then drag your FPS to where you'd want it, or the overlay. So I'm going to put it right there in the top right corner because that's where the FPS goes. So I like it right there where it is, and then you're going to go to here on the left again and lock. So we're going to do the same thing for the player count, but for the player count we're going to go into a game because this player count size is not the same as it is in game. Okay, so you're just going to leave it there. You're going to put it in the middle where you want it, like right there is where I'm going to put it. I accidentally stretched mine, but you get the idea, So you're just going to put it there and then you're going to lock it. And what you could also do is you could rename each display. So if you click on this one, you can see it as my main display. So you right click and you click rename, and I'm just going to name it main game. So you can just do that. Okay, there you can see I renamed everything according to its function. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my camera as well. So to add a camera, you click on here, add to the left, add source, camera, add. Then it's going to automatically select your camera. If it doesn't, look for your USB camera. You're going to choose the resolution. So for example, I'm going to do 1080. It's going to change the resolution. FPS, I'm just going to go with 30 because that's the max. You can leave all these other settings. You don't really need them. Then you're going to click on add source. And now what you're going to do is you're going to crop it to your liking. What you can do for your mic and audio, you go to this adjust setting here. Then you can click on add microphone and then look for the microphone that you want to use as your microphone for the streaming. I've got mine already set up. Then for the audio, this is the audio that you want the device to pick up. So for example, if your audio is coming through your headset and you want the stream to use your headset audio, then you select that as an option by all these audios. But there you go, guys. I hope this video helped. I hope all your TikTok streams go well. If you could, please drop a like and subscribe. And if you guys could you please play my map? Here's the code on screen. It is a 1v1 map with 0 delay. Quick 1v1. Please play it. I'm going to be streaming it soon. But anyway, that's the end of the video, guys. See you in the next one.